Well, welcome to the upstairs of the Call Mission. In this particular room, we're talking about early trade. And what we want to try to tell in this particular room is that long before the Santa Fe Trail was established in 1821, that native tribes were trading amongst each other for centuries. We have some pottery, and farther down the line here, we're going to be talking about some items that were traded from far north in the United States to the Southwest. Now, part of telling history is having the facts or having the provenance. And what we do in our agency is we use archaeological digs and findings to tell that story. In this particular exhibit, we have artifacts that were found near our Kansas City here in Kansas of a former Wichita village. We have it color-coded, showing you throughout the United States map where these items were originally located at. We have pipestone from up around Pipestone, Minnesota. We have turquoise from the Southwest and other artifacts that are in this particular exhibit. The theme of our museum is westward expansion. And we cover two subject matters here. One being native peoples and how they were affected, also Hispanic and white Anglos too. But also we talk about the Santa Fe Trail, because the Santa Fe Trail was a big part of westward expansion. And as we move westward, we start to affect many peoples and their cultures. Mexico was greatly affected by westward expansion, the Santa Fe Road, the Mexican-American War. In this exhibit, we talk about the territorial growth of the United States, and we can see the former territories, the former land that was controlled by Spain, and in 1821, the Mexicans had a revolution and were successfully able to kick out the Spaniards and became their own country and became the Republic of Mexico. And that particular incident opened up the Santa Fe Road, because prior to that, Americans could not trade in land controlled by Spain. And once they had the revolution and kicked the Spaniards out, then the Santa Fe Trail begins in Missouri all the way down to Santa Fe. This particular exhibit shows the map of the Santa Fe Trail. We had the original route starting in Franklin, Missouri, and going all the way to Santa Fe, New Mexico. But around just west of Fort Dodge, we see it split off into the mountain route, which went through Bent's Fort and then on down through Raton Pass and into Santa Fe. This route was called the Cimarron Cutoff, and it was a shortcut. But it was the most dangerous route on the Santa Fe Road because there was less water, and the native tribes along this route were the most hostile towards the traders along the trail. This particular map shows from the Albuquerque, Santa Fe area all the way down to Mexico City. And why this is important is that after the Santa Fe Trail was established, eventually, the market area around Santa Fe and Taos was saturated with goods, and they could not sell the goods like they had early on. So to alleviate that problem, they started traveling down what we call the Chihuahua route, farther south into Mexico, which opened up a whole new market. Now, what we also talk about here is the huge profits that could be made. You could buy a wagon back in Missouri for about $150 and then travel farther down the road here into Santa Fe and beyond and sell it for $500, $600, $700. So there was a great profit, not just in the goods, but you could turn around and sell your animals and you could sell your wagons too.